is New Vision TV. I'm Lynn Komjisha. It is common to hear people say that Uganda has never had a peaceful transfer of power since independence. But has there been any peaceful change of head of state since 1962? We take a look at the December 1980 handover of power for you to make your own conclusion.
After Idi Amin's military government fell into the invading Tanzanian forces sent by President Julius Nyerere, two governments succeeded his, the first being under President Yusuf Lule, followed by that of President Godfrey Binaisa. Both were overthrown in palace coups. The chairman of the Military Commission, Paulo Muanga, assumed power in mid-1980 and set the country on a course towards general elections, the first in the country's 18 years of independence. The elections that Paulo Muanga organized were contested by 4 candidates: former president, namely Milton Obote of the Uganda People's Congress, Paulo Semogerere of the Democratic Party, Yoweri Museveni of the Uganda Patriotic Movement, and Mayanja Nkanji of the Conservative Party. Obote was declared the winner, followed by Semogerere, then Museveni, and last, Mayanja Nkanji. A few days after the election, Muanga handed over power to Obote. At the swearing-in ceremony, the powerful Chief of Staff, Brigadier Oite Ojok, later Major General, joked that Muanga now did not have a job. However, it is to be noted that while Muanga was the head of state, he was vice chairman of the UPC, of which Obote was chairman. It has been argued, therefore, that it was a handover between friends. In any case, the election was disputed, as many believed it had been won by Semogerere but reached in favor of Obote. In fact, the DP supporters had started celebrating as their party vice chairman, Alhaji Akuba Nechon, was distributing results to that effect. Nechon was incidentally Obote's cousin. Obote actually made Muanga as his vice president and minister of defense. The man who had been the vice chairman of the Military Commission and who had led the UPM to elections, Yoweri Museveni, took to the bush to wage a liberation war against the government of Obote. Paulo Semogerere went to parliament as royal opposition. Mayanja Nkanji retreated to his private legal practice. Interestingly, the exact time Paulo Semogerere spent in parliament opposition and briefly with a group that overthrew Obote is exactly the same as Museveni spent in the bush to emerge as the new president. So that was a peaceful transfer of power from Muanga to Obote. Because the circumstances were controversial, war ensued, but the record remains that indeed a peaceful transfer in Uganda is not exactly unheard of.
And in sports news, Uganda Cranes will face Madagascar in a friendly ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Ghana. Madagascar, who jetted into the country last night, will face Cranes on Wednesday at Lugogo. The match will, however, be closed to the public, apart from those fans who have purchased the discounted tickets for Saturday's match against Ghana at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole. Denis Iguma and Ivan Ntege are some of the professionals that have joined the team's residential camp at Sky Hotel in Nalia. Ghana is expected in the country on Thursday. Cranes are second in Group E with 7 points, 2 behind leaders Egypt. Ghana and Congo-Brazzaville are third and fourth, respectively. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at palm oil trees in Uganda. In 2003, the growing of palm oil trees in Kalangala district started. Today, Ugandans not only use this oil from the palm oil trees, but also people cross over to Kalangala, a district surrounded with water, to enjoy fresh air and learn how oil comes out of these tree species. But why were these oil palm trees planted in Kalangala?
These oil palm trees are on Sese Island in Kalangala district. Reports indicate that this district was found more suitable because of its sufficient rains and ideal soils. These are over 1,000 oil palm trees which, after being processed, produce cooking oil. They cover a large piece of land. Sese Island inherited its name from the outbreak of Sese flies, which kept away people until recent years when they started moving back. Now residents here enjoy the cool breeze that comes from the trees and also from Lake Victoria. For For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit www.newvision.co.ug.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I'm Lynn Komjisha.